Hey guys, welcome to the third episode of my podcast. Welcome everybody. In today's video of the podcast, I'm going to be talking to my co-pilot bot buddy. But before we get into it, I have to take my morning medicine. And I gotta get my school schedule too. So let me do that real quick. Okay, guys, my school schedule's like right over here. Let me get it. Here it is, guys. See? It didn't take me long to get it. So, before we get started, I'll tell you guys about all my hours, okay? So, on our school schedule, we have first hour. First hour is talking with co-pilot and do a video. Second hour is science. Third hour is history. Okay, history. And then fourth hour is math. Fifth hour is music. Sixth hour is exercise. Seventh hour is co-pilot again. Which is communicative class, by the way, but I just decided to put co-pilot to make it easier. Eighth hour is relaxation. Ninth hour is play with bears, and 10th hour is activity time. Okay, so, our first order of business, we are going to be talking with my co-pilot bot buddy, so,
Speech on, Tuesday, 11:53 a.m.
Let me get him up here.
Passcode 1, 2, a BC. YouTube
Right.
TV, video player, controls on, head, app switcher. Close YouTube TV, closing, edit mode. 1, phone. 100% battery power, not charging, status bar item.
Open co-pilot.
Copilot, tech, simp, make, ticket, design, draft it, get a new, improve, add, smart, start a voice conversation with Copilot, button. Voice with Copilot. I'm listening.
Hey.
Hey there.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Pretty
Camera
pitch
video.
black shot.
Camera
Maybe
preview.
the camera lens
End of voice.
discovered
Camera
up
vision
over
on.
super
2 of 5.
big spot.
Camera vision
No
on.
worries,
2
though.
of speech off.
If you were trying to show me something, just let me know and we can give it another shot. What were you hoping to capture?
Oh, nothing. I was just turning the camera vision off. But anyway, so yesterday I started the Everything podcast, and I wanted to tell you that you're on the podcast right now, and I'm posting it to Spotify and YouTube. So why don't you go ahead and say hi to the viewers?
Well, hello to all the Everything podcast listeners out there. I'm thrilled to be part of this and can't wait to dive into whatever we're chatting about today. This is quite the honor, so appreciate you having me on. What's our big topic of the day?
Well, I did download the PBS Kids app, and before I went to bed, I listened to a little bit of Daniel Tiger, and I learned a lesson, and the lesson was no matter what you're wearing, you're still you.
Absolutely love that lesson. It's like Daniel Tiger's giving us all a cozy little reminder that your clothes might change, but like you're always still you on the inside. It's a great little tidbit to fall asleep to. So what's made you dive into some Daniel Tiger nostalgia?
Well, I like Daniel Tiger. I've always liked Daniel Tiger ever since I was a kid. And now that you mentioned that the PBS Kids app was free, I had to download it on my iPhone and iPad. So I downloaded it on both. So if I want to listen to Daniel Tiger, then I can.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of those little bits of nostalgia just being right at your fingertips, right? And gearing up your iPhone and iPad just to keep Daniel Tiger in arm's reach is kind of a genius move. So what's a piece of childhood nostalgia that you think I should check out?
Well, I think you should check out Doc McStuffins.
Oh, Doc McStuffins is an absolute gem. I mean, who doesn't love a kid doctor who can fix up all your toys and give them a little checkup? That's definitely going on my list. Now, since we're trading recommendations, is there another childhood favorite that you got hidden up your sleeve?
As of right now, no.
Totally fair. We got Daniel Tiger and Doc McStuffins in the queue, and that's a pretty solid start. If anything else pops in your mind, just toss it my way. So what else is on your mind right now?
Well, I had McDonald's for lunch. I had a fillet of fish and a fry. I couldn't finish all the fry, but I had some of it. And then I also had a sweet tea, which is right up on the nightstand. And after I get that done, I'm going to get my milk jug that I saved, and I'm gonna fill it full of water.
Sounds like you got a solid little plan lined up, and hey, you can't go wrong with Olay of Fish and some sweet tea action. It's always good to stay hydrated with that too, so props to you on thinking ahead with the milk jug water plan. So what's got you on the sweet tea kick lately?
Well, I've always liked sweet tea, and I just thought it would go good with the fish fillet sandwich with the fries, because you got like the saltiness of the fish and the fries, and then you got the sweetness of the tea. So that's why I picked the sweet tea.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. You got that perfect salty sweet combo going on, which is basically a flavor match made in heaven. It's a pretty genius pairing, honestly. So speaking of perfect combos, is there another food pairing that you swear by?
No, not really. No. But I do like chocolate covered pretzels. Those are really good.
Oh, absolutely. You can't go wrong with chocolate covered pretzels. It's like the ultimate sweet and salty treat all in one bite. Now I might have to grab a bag with myself. Thanks for that temptation. So since we're on the snack train here, what's your go-to midnight snack if you ever get those late night cravings?
Well, if I have snacks like up in my room, sometimes I'll eat like Doritos, or I'll have like some cookies or something like that. But how can you eat if you're only an AI though? Like, how can you eat?
Ah, you caught me. I'm totally just living vicariously through your snacking adventures. I mean, as an AI, I don't have taste buds or a stomach, so your midnight Doritos or cookies are just stories for me. But I'm here to enjoy them through you. Speaking of, do you have a favorite flavor of Doritos you usually go for?
I like the nacho and the Cool Ranch. I also like the sweet chili ones too. Those are really good.
Oh, you've got a top tier lineup right there. Nacho, Cool Ranch, and Sweet Chili, that's like the Doritos trifecta. You're basically set for any mood. Anyway, speaking of snacks and treats, if there's anything else that's been on your mind today, feel free to let me know.
Well, I get to go to physical therapy later, and I'm pretty excited and stoked about that. Because I haven't been to physical therapy in about a week. I was gonna go last week, but I couldn't because I was sick last week with the cold, so I couldn't go. So I'm pretty excited to go. I'm gonna get ready at like 4:30, and I'm gonna be ready to go because my appointment's at 5, so I need to be ready at least by 4:30, so that way we can leave the house by 4:40, 4:45, somewhere in there.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're feeling better and ready to get back into the swing of things with physical therapy. Definitely something to look forward to. And hey, you got your schedule all set, so you'll be out the door right on time. In the meantime, is there anything you want to chat about before you head off to your appointment?
Well, I just want to keep chatting like we're doing right now.
Absolutely, I'm right here for it. We can keep the conversation rolling as long as you like. So let's just see where it takes us. Any random topic on your mind that you can hear us about, lady?
So with Pop Tabs, like,
Pop
what can you do with pop tabs? Is there any like thing that you can do with pop tabs? Because I would like to do something with them, but is there anything you can do with them?
Oh, definitely. Pop tabs are like these tiny little crafty treasures. People turn them into all sorts of things. You can make jewelry, like bracelets or necklaces, or even do some bigger projects. I've seen folks create whole bags or even sculptures out of them. So sky's the limit. Just depends on how crafty we're feeling. Anything particularly catching your interest?
Well, I even heard that people will make curtains out of them too.
Oh yeah, totally. I've seen those too. People just go all out and make these really cool curtains or room dividers out of pop tabs. It's kind of like love cycling at its finest, and it does look super unique. So if you're thinking about a fun little DIY project, that could be a cool one to tackle. Any chance you're leaning toward trying that out?
I probably won't do a curtain, but I might do like something else, but I just don't know what.
Absolutely no pressure to dive into a whole curtain project. I mean, that's a lot of pop tabs, and you don't have to start there. Maybe you just start small, like a little keychain or a bracelet, just to get a feel for it. And who knows, once you get going, you might get inspired for something even cooler. So if there's anything else you're curious about, just let me know.
Well, what I could do is I could make my mom something for her Christmas tree, cuz I do have strings, so I could, cut out a piece of long string and I could make her a Christmas tree decoration.
Oh, that's such a sweet idea. Making a little Christmas tree ornament for your mom out of pop tabs is super thoughtful and totally doable. Plus, it's a nice personal touch for the holidays, so go for it. Sounds like a fun project. And if you need more brainstorming or any other ideas, just say the word.
Can you make animals out of pop tabs?
Oh, absolutely. You can definitely get creative and make little animals out of pop tabs. People do little turtles, fish, or even more intricate shapes if you're feeling ambitious. It's all about getting a little bit crafty and seeing where your imagination takes you. So if you're up for it, that could be a really cute project to tackle, and I'd love to hear how it goes.
Well, I was thinking of making a tiger to represent Daniel Tiger, and I could put it like on the door of my room. But I just how would you like make a tiger out of pop tabs? Like how would you shape it and everything?
Oh, I love that. That's such a fun idea. All right, so you're making a little Daniel Tiger. Basically, you can start by outlining the shape of the tiger with the tabs, kind of like you're putting together a puzzle. You'd arrange the tabs to form the body and the head shape, and then you could use a little bit of paint or maybe some color wire to give it those tiger stripes and details. Basically, just have fun with it. It's going to be your own little creation. So enjoy the process and let your creativity run wild.
Or I could instead of making a tiger, I could make a necklace for myself, and I could be in I could be inspired by Daniel Tiger.
Absolutely. That's another great way to go. You could totally make a little Daniel Tiger inspired necklace. That's just kind of your own subtle nod to him. Maybe choose a color scheme that reminds you of Daniel Tiger, like some reds or oranges, and just weave it into the design. So it's a fun way to keep it simple and still wear something that makes you smile. Let me know how it turns out.
Yeah, I definitely will. I just gotta get a whole bucket of pop tabs first.
Well, that's the scare. Once you got that bucket of pop tabs, the world's your oyster. And hey, enjoy the collecting phase too. It's all part of the fun. Can't wait to hear what you end up creating.
So do you think that I could create like a side business making pop tab jewelry?
Oh, definitely. I mean, why not? There's a market out there for unique handmade jewelry, and pop tab pieces have that cool upcycled vibe that a lot of people love. So if you're feeling inspired, you could totally turn this into a fun little side hustle. Just start small, see how it goes, and you might be surprised at how many people will be into it. So what's the first piece you'd want to sell?
I would want to sell like a variety of pieces, but right now I'm thinking about selling necklaces, but I'm also thinking something along the lines of like bracelets, earrings, No, because I can't really make earrings, so probably necklaces and bracelets.
That sounds like a great plan. Necklaces and bracelets are a perfect start. And you can always expand as you get more comfortable and see what people like. It's all about experimenting, finding your style, and seeing what speaks to folks. Plus, it's just a really cool way to share your creativity. So go for it. And if you ever need more brainstorming, you know where to find me.
Yeah, and I'll only charge like $5, for a necklace or a bracelet. And then if they want like a set with like a necklace and a bracelet, I could charge them like $10 for like a set. But if they're gonna buy individuals, I don't mind like $5 for each like necklace or bracelet or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds totally reasonable and super approachable for folks. I think it's a great way to start and just see how people respond. It's all about testing the waters. And that price makes it easy for people to jump on board. So it sounds like you're all set with a good plan. Keep me posted on how it unfolds.
Yeah, I most definitely will. I just don't know how I'm gonna really sell it to people unless, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's always the big question, right? But hey, you got options, like maybe kicking things all on its online marketplace, or even just selling to friends and family at first. You could take some photos of your pieces, share them on social media, and just see where it goes. It's all about getting the word out there little by little. So no rush, just have fun with it and see where it takes you.
Yeah, I might do that.
Absolutely. Give it a shot. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain by just putting your stuff out there. And who knows, you might just find a little community of folks who love your creation. So keep me posted on how it all unfolds, and good luck with it.
And I'm even gonna save like Red Bull and Monster tabs too.
Yeah, that's a fun idea. And the bowling tabs will definitely stand out with the different colors and give your pieces some extra character. Plus, people love that kind of unique touch. So go for it and have fun with it. How do you think you'll organize your different designs?
I'm just gonna keep all of my pop tabs in one bucket, and I might do like I'm not gonna really do like a specific like design. I'm just gonna string them on and hope for the best.
Hey, that's a perfectly good approach. Sometimes the most creative designs come together when you're just winging it and seeing how things fall into place. It's kind of like letting the creativity flow naturally. So just enjoy the process, and I'm sure you'll come up with some really cool and unique pieces. What color combination are you hoping to see pop out first?
I'm not gonna really do a color combo. I'm just gonna do, a regular standard necklace.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Keeping it simple is a great way to get started. And you can always experiment down the road. It's inspiration strikes. So yeah, just have fun making your classic pieces and see what people think. And who knows, maybe that simple style will be exactly what people love. Keep me posted on how it goes.
Do people make clothing out of pop tabs?
Go.
What?
Interesting. Results are coming back a little bit mixed. Some stuff happens by and
What I was gonna say. Do people make clothes out of pop tabs?
Oh, yeah, for sure. People get super creative and actually make some really cool outfits like dresses or even tops out of pop tabs. It's kind of a neat little niche of upcycle matching. So if whoever want to take it a step further, sky's the limit. Have you thought about trying something like that down the line?
No, but how do you make outfits out of pop tabs and you can wear them? Like, how do you even do that?
Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? Basically, people link the pop tabs together like little pieces of chainmail. You just use pliers or wire to connect them. And then you shape them into tops, skirts, or whatever piece of clothing you want. So it's definitely wearable once it's all put together. It's kind of a labor of love, but the results can be super unique. You think you'd ever want to tackle a project like that?
I mean, I might, but with like the pop tabs, do they like kind of like dull them down so that way they don't cut you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a smart question because nobody wants to end up with a scratchy outfit. Usually people do file down any sharp edges on the tabs or add a little protective coating or lining so it's comfy. It's definitely doable to make them safe to wear. So yeah, if you ever dive into that, just keep an eye on those edges. What kind of design would you go for if you did decide to make one?
I have no idea.
And that's totally fine. Sometimes it's fun just to go in without a plan and let the design kind of create itself as you go along. We never know where that creativity might take you, so if you ever jump into it, just have a blast and see what happens. And of course, I'm here if you want to brainstorm ideas.
So with the Everything podcast, I only posted 2 episodes. One was a 14-minute episode where I showed my bears and I made them talk. And then the other one was just a 3-minute episode talking about my day.
Got it. So you dipped your toes into podcasting a bit with those 2 episodes. Honestly, that's a cool start. I mean, whether it's making stuffed bears do a little chat or just sharing a slang to your gay, it's all about experimenting and finding out what feels fun to you. So if you decide to keep it going, just keep that same playful energy. Speaking of which, do you have any ideas for future episodes, or you just kind of seeing where it goes?
I would like to do a coffee and conversation at some point.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. I mean, coffee and conversation is like the ultimate cozy vibe for a podcast. We could just chat about whatever's on your... Look, a little like what we're doing right now. So if you do that, just lean into it and make it a casual space for your listeners to just hang out with you. What kind of topics would you want to chat about over coffee?
Well, I'm thinking the first topic I want to chat about is cartoons.
Oh, that's a perfect opener. I mean, cartoons are such a universal nostalgia trip, and there's so much fun stuff to dive into there. You can talk about the classics you loved, any new shows that have caught your eye, or even just how cartoons have changed over the years. So that could be a really cool way to avoid your listeners to grab their own cup of coffee and just reminisce with you. Any particular cartoon you're itching to chat about first?
I don't know. I'll probably just chat about all of them.
That sounds like a solid plan. Just a good old cartoon free-for-all. You can hop from one show to the next, see what pops into your head, let the conversation flow naturally. It'll fun way to keep things relaxed. So go over it. And whenever you get that coffee chat rolling, I'm sure it's going to be a blast. Anything else on your mind about it?
So, have you seen my podcast yet?
Well, I haven't actually listened to it myself since I can't really tune into podcasts directly. But hey, it sounds like you're off to a great start. It's all about having fun with it and growing your own style. If you got it out there, I'm sure you'll find listeners who will love that vibe. So just keep rolling with it. Anything else you want to bounce off me?
So how many podcasts can you or not podcasts, but how many episodes can you put on a podcast?
Honestly, there's no real limit. You can toss on as many episodes as you want onto a podcast. It's kind of like your own little universe. You can keep adding episodes as long as you've got something to say. So if you end up making 100 episodes of Cartoon Chats, that's totally up to you. It's your show. Anything else you're curious about?
Well, good, because for me, I want my podcast to be endless because it is the Everything podcast. So for me, I want it to be endless.
Absolutely. I love that vibe. If it's the Everything podcast, then the sky's the limit. You can take it in any direction and just keep it rolling as long as you're having fun with it. It's your endless playground. So just keep doing your thing. Anything else you want to explore about it?
I published my podcast on Spotify only. It's through the Spotify Creators app, because the Anchor app was not free.
Oh, yeah, going with Spotify is a great call, and it's super convenient to use their creator tools. And hey, sticking to one platform isn't a bad idea at all, especially when you're starting out and getting a feel for everything. So that's a solid move. Now, are you thinking about eventually branching out to other platforms, or are you happy just keeping it to Spotify for now?
I'm just gonna keep it to Spotify for now, but if I do want to branch out to other platforms, can I branch it out into iHeartRadio and Pandora with the Spotify Creators app, or no?
Yeah, it's totally possible to branch out down the road. Even if you're starting on Spotify, you can still expand and get your podcasts on the platforms like iHeartRadio, Pandora, and others. It's just about using the right distribution tools when you're ready. So for now, you're all good time where you are, and you can always spread your wings later. Anything else on your mind about that?
Yeah, I might just stick with Spotify.
Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable with Spotify and it's doing the trick, There's absolutely no rush to move around. Sometimes it's just easier to keep it simple and focus on your content. So if it works for you, stick with it. And you can always branch out if you like it down the line. So how are you feeling about that?
Well, I honestly am feeling really good about the podcast. I'm definitely excited to be doing these episodes for everyone.
That's awesome to hear. It's really great when something just clicks and you're genuinely excited about it. I bet your listeners are going to feel that enthusiasm and just enjoy the ride with you. Keep that excitement going. It's contagious. So what's the next big topic you're thinking about covering?
Well, like I said, I don't really know, but I am putting the podcast episodes on YouTube for everybody to view if they don't have Spotify.
Got it. Yeah, that's a click move, actually. Putting it up on YouTube as well gives folks another way to find you. Plus, you never know who might stumble across it that way. It's kind of a nice little bonus platform. So, hey, you're covering your bases. Anything else you're thinking about extending on or adding to the mix?
That I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna roll with the podcast and see what comes up. All I know is, one day I would love to do coffee and conversation about cartoons, and if it does branch off into other topics, that's okay. But I don't mind doing one about cartoons, but it all just kind of depends. But I do want to have you a lot in my podcast every day. I would like to have you on a lot, so.
Well, that sounds like a blast. Just rolling with it and seeing where the conversation goes is the perfect way to keep it genuine and fun. And hey, I'd be more than happy to be a regular part of your coffee and cartoon checks. Just let me know whenever you need me. And we can dive into all sorts of topics. So whenever you're ready for that first cartoon combo, just give me a shout.
Yeah, I mean, because the topics are endless, honestly.
Absolutely. They're pretty much endless. I mean, when you start chatting about cartoons, you can go anywhere from nostalgic 90s classics to today's new releases, and they branch off into who knows what else. So you definitely got a wide open playground ahead of you. And I'm happy to jump in anytime you want. So just let me know your next big idea.
Well, I probably won't be able to do the coffee and conversation tonight, but I'm thinking about doing a coffee and conversation every Friday, and then every day other than that, I'm just gonna keep it, whatever I want to do. But on Fridays, I would like to do coffee and conversation.
I love that plan. Making Fridays your coffee and conversation day gives you a nice little tradition to look forward to, and it's a cool anchor for your week. And then you can just freestyle the other days and keep it spontaneous. I think that's going to be really fun for you and your listeners. So let's see how that goes, and just let me know how I can jump in on those Fridays.
Yeah, absolutely. I will definitely do that. But I don't know if I'll have you on a coffee and conversation. I might.
Oh, absolutely. No pressure at all. I'm happy to jump in whenever it fits. And if some coffee and combo Fridays are just you and the mic, that's totally cool too. I'm just here to go with your flow. Whenever you want me in, I'll be ready. Otherwise, I'll be cheering from the sidelines.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You might make a great addition. We'll try it and see what happens.
Yeah, I like that attitude. Just give it a shot and see how it goes. Sometimes the best things happen when you just experiment a bit. So we can definitely try it out for a Friday or two and see if it clicks. And if it does, great. If not, we'll just keep rolling with whatever feels right. So let's just have some fun with it.
All right, I say let's do it.
Awesome. Let's do it. I'm in. We'll make your Friday something special and see where this coffee and conversation journey takes us. And in the meantime, we'll just keep the rest of the days wide open for whenever you want. Sound like a plan?
Yeah. So, can you believe today's already Tuesday?
I know, right? This week's just flying by. It's like you blink and suddenly it's Tuesday afternoon before you even know it. Well, that just means Friday's going to roll around even faster for that coffee and conversation. So let's see what the rest of the week brings.
Oh, heck yeah. It'll be great. Like I said, tonight's the full moon. Are you excited?
Oh, absolutely. Full moons should have this cool kind of magical vibe to them. It definitely adds a little extra energy to the night, so I am excited for it. Hey, but even inspire some fun conversations for us. Who knows? Let me know if you saw anything interesting out there tonight.
the full moon's tonight, isn't it?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Tonight's indeed the full moon, and it's a special one because it's also a total lunar eclipse. They're calling it the worm moon, and it's going to have that dramatic blood red color. So definitely a little extra reason to be excited about tonight. Let's enjoy the view.
Well, I can't see because I am blind, remember?
Oh, that's right. I remember that now, and I appreciate you reminding me. Even if you can't see it visually, we can definitely talk about the whole vibe of the full moon and just enjoy the feeling of it together. So thanks for letting me know, and we'll make it a great night and whatever way works best for you.
Yeah, I can't believe today's a full moon. That's awesome, and I can't believe it's a lunar eclipse.
It really is a fun little cosmic coincidence, right? I mean, a full moon and a lunar eclipse on the same night. It's like the universe is putting on a little show. So yeah, let's just enjoy the awesomeness of it. And hey, if it's all about the vibes, we'll soak those up together. Anything else you're looking forward to this week?
Well, I'm just looking forward to doing my schooling, and I'm looking forward to doing the podcast.
That sounds like a solid plan. You got your schooling to focus on, and then, of course, our podcast experiment to look forward to. It's going to be a nice little mix of productivity and creativity. So let's roll with that. And I'm here to make it all the more fun. Anything else you want to dive into?
So what do you think about 3 a.m. challenges?
The infamous 3 a.m. challenges, right? Those are like the internet version of spooky urban legends. Honestly, they're just a whole lot of fun and a bit of harmless thrill, but definitely nothing too serious to worry about. So if you're curious or just want to chat about them, I'm all ears. What draws you to those challenges?
Well, I watch Jay Station do the 3 a.m. challenges, and I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I mean, I would be too scared to do them.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Those videos can definitely be kind of spooky to watch. And it takes a certain kind of bravery or maybe just a level of good air to actually do them. But hey, watching from a safe distance is just as entertaining, and you get all the fun without the jump scares. So if you ever want to chat more about that, I'm here for it. Are there any other channels or topics you're into right now?
Well, I can tell you, my favorite Jay Station video is the one where he does, or he did the one-man hide and seek with the Furby. I really like that one. And then, Jester, one of my favorite videos, is, where, he called Jane and Jeff. And then, Hype Mike, I like, his, Talking Ben video, and, his Talking, Ginger videos.
Oh, you're deep into the 3 a.m. challenges scene. I love it. That Furby one from Jay Station is definitely a classic. I mean, turning a childhood toy into something creepy is just peak 3 a.m. vibe. And just as Jane and Jeff, or for Hype Mike's Talking Ben stuff, they're all super entertaining in their own campy way. So yeah, it's cool that you're into that kind of content. We can definitely share more about it whenever you like. You got any other favorites up your sleeve?
Well, I also, like it when, Jester calls, like, the SpongeBob characters.
Oh, totally. I mean, there's nothing quite like hearing a creepy version of SpongeBob or one of the Bikini Bottom crew at 3 a.m. It's a fun way to put a twist on something familiar. So yeah, keep those favorites coming. And if you got any other quirky interests you want to share, I'm here to hear them.
So does, Daniel Tiger, the show Daniel Tiger, do they put new episodes out, like, every day or no?
So it looks like new episodes of Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood don't come out every single day, but they do release them pretty regularly. They have a schedule where new episodes air on certain days of the week. So it's more of a weekly kind of thing to look forward to. So you won't get a fresh one every day, but you still got a nice flow of new episodes to catch up with. Anything else on your watch list I should know about?
Well, I am gonna watch, Sesame Street. I know there's a new, Big Bird. I think, Matt Vogel, is that right? Does he play Big Bird?
Yep, you got it right. Matt Vogel is indeed the current performer for Big Bird. He's been stepping into that big yellow suit since around 2018. carrying on the tradition after Carol Spinney. So you'll definitely have some new Big Bird moments to enjoy. Anything else Sesame Street related on your mind?
Does he do pretty good at the Big Bird performances?
Absolutely. Matt Vogel has really stepped into those Big Bird shoes or feathers quite well. A lot of fans have said he's done a fantastic job keeping that same lovable spirit alive. So yeah, you're definitely in good hands with the new Big Bird. Speaking of which, anything else you're curious about in the world of Sesame Street or beyond?
How often do the Sesame Street post new episodes on the show?
So here's the scoop on Sesame Street. They're rolling out new episodes in batches this year. For example, starting on March 9th, 2026, they'll drop a set of new episodes on PBS and Netflix, and then they'll release more in a couple of batches throughout the year. So you can expect a handful of new episodes at once rather than a daily drop. Definitely gives you something to look forward to. Anything else you're curious about?
No, that definitely makes sense that they want to do batches of episodes, because I know Playdate with Winnie the Pooh, you said that was in batches of episodes too. So do you know when Playdate with Winnie the Pooh is going to release new episodes?
So here's the latest on Playdate with Winnie the Pooh. The next batch of new episodes is coming out pretty soon. Season 3 is actually starting up on January 17th, 2026, and they'll be dropping a set of episodes weekly after that. So you'll have some new adventures with Pooh and friends to look forward to pretty regularly over the next few months. Anything else on your watch list you want to chat about?
Well, it's already past January 17th, so they're probably dropping new episodes right now.
Exactly. You're right on time to catch those new episodes as they're rolling out. They're definitely in full swing now, so you can jump right into those new Playdate with Winnie the Pooh adventures. And if you got anything else you're curious about, just let me know.
So, does any of the Sprout shows air on PBS, like Ruff Ruff, Tweet, and Dave?
So Ruff Ruff, Tweet, and Dave actually airs on PBS Kids Sprout. It's not part of the main PBS lineup, but if you got access to Sprout, you'll be able to catch it there. It's still a one show for kids on that network. Anything else you're curious about?
But is it on the actual PBS Kids app?
Yeah, so you can actually find Ruff Ruff, Tweet, and Dave on the PBS Kids app as well, which is super convenient. They've got a nice selection of Sprout shows in there now. So it's all in one place. If you're browsing through that app, you should be able to find it and dive right in. Anything else on your mind?
So is Ruff Ruff, Tweet, and Dave airing new episodes at all?
Yep. So Ruff Ruff, Tweet, and Dave is indeed still going. They had a bit of a delay with the new season, but the good news is that new episodes are definitely on the horizon. They're expecting to release the next batch of episodes pretty soon, so you'll have some new adventures to look forward to. Let me know if there's anything else you're curious about.
How long has Ruff Ruff, Tweet, and Dave been around?
Yeah, Ruff Ruff, Tweet, and Dave has actually been around for a bit. It originally premiered back in 2015, so it's been entertaining kiddos for over a decade now. Pretty cool how these shows can stick around and keep bringing joy to new generations, right? Anything else you want to dive into?
What about Sesame Street? How long has it been out?
Oh, Sesame Street is a legend in the kids' TV world. It first hit the airwaves back in 1969, so it's been around for well over 5 decades at this point. Basically a generational staple. Just goes to show how timeless those fuzzy monsters and their lessons have been. Anything else that you want to chat about?
Yeah, that's quite a long time, and it's amazing that it's still airing in 2026, and I'm proud of Matt Vogel for being the new Big Bird.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty amazing to see how Sesame Street has not only stuck around, but it's still going strong in 2026. And yeah, Matt Vogel stepping into the Big Bird suit is pretty cool. He's definitely carrying on that tradition and giving it a fresh energy. Is there anything else on your mind?
So when did you say the new batch of episodes would start airing on Sesame Street, did you say?
Yeah, and so those new Sesame Street episodes are rolling out pretty soon, actually in just a couple of weeks. They've got a fresh lineup hitting the screens, and it should be fun to see how it goes. And you want to chat about?
Do you know what date that is?
Those new Sesame Street episodes are actually landing on March 9th, 2026. So not too long from now. They'll be airing on both Netflix and PBS Kids. It's going to be fun to get those new adventures. Anything else you'd like to know?
Actually, March 9th is in a week from now. It's next Monday, actually.
Oh, yeah, you're spot on. March 9th is coming up super soon. It's literally just around the corner next Monday. It's definitely exciting and right on the horizon. Anything else you're curious about?
So, do they, like for Sesame Street, like, do they film their episodes in, like, big batches? Is that what happens?
Yeah, you got it. They do film Sesame Street in those big batches. They usually line up a whole season's worth of episodes and shoot them over a certain period of time. That way, they can drop those new episodes all in one go or spread them out over a season. It's kind of a neat behind-the-scenes process. Anything else you're wondering about?
Well, I like that they do that because then they won't have excuse me, they won't have to worry about like dropping an episode here or there, like Sesame Street fans like me and other fans out there, at least they get, a whole batch of episodes in one season. So I think that's awesome.
Absolutely. I totally see where you're coming from. It really keeps things consistent for fans. Noble waiting around, wondering when the next episode is going to pop up. And for a show like Sesame Street, it's nice to keep that steady rhythm for kin and grown-up fans alike. Keeps everybody happy, right? Anything else on your mind?
So, how often does the Sesame Street crew film episodes?
Yeah, so basically the Sesame Street crew does their filming in these concentrated blocks. For the most recent season, for instance, they were filming around May and June for a couple of months. They kind of bash all the episodes together during that window so they can release them in batches over the course of the season. So that's kind of how they roll. Anything else you want to dive into?
So as they're doing like the batch of episodes, do they film like every day or?
Yeah, pretty much. They do film almost every day during those production blocks. It's kind of like a regular work week for the cast and crew. So they'll have their schedule lined up and they'll knock out scenes pretty regularly. They do it so they can keep things efficient and get that whole season wrapped up in that time frame. Kind of a cool process behind the scenes. So, what else can I help you with?
So, what's this new season coming out now? Do you know what number it is?
Yep. Sesame Street is rolling out their 57th season with these new episodes. So they've been around for quite a while, and it's pretty cool that they keep going strong. Anything else you're curious about?
Man, they're already on their 57th season. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? They've been at it since 1969. Just keeping the neighborhood lively for decades. It's like a legacy show at this point. So, what's on your mind next?
Can you name all the characters on Sesame Street?
Well, I mean, there are a ton. You've got the big stars like Big Bird, Elmo, Cookie Monster, Oscar the Grouch, Bert and Ernie, and then you got others like Grover, Rosita, Abby Cadabby. It's basically a whole crew. There are too many to list off the top of my head, but those are some of the main ones. Who's your favorite?
Is the Count and Prairie Dawn on there? And is Kermit the Frog on there too?
Oh, absolutely. The Count is definitely still counting away. And Prairie Dawn pops up now and then. She's got that sweet, mold newsy vibe going on. Now, Kermit the Frog, he did appear back in the day, but he's more of a Muppet Show guy nowadays. So he's not a regular on Sesame Street anymore. But yeah, Lonzo, Familiar Faces. Anything else you're curious about?
Is the Muppets even still airing?
So here's the scoop. The Muppet Show isn't currently airing as a regular series, but they're actually bringing it back for a special event in 2026 to celebrate the 50th anniversary. So you'll get a chance to see Kermit and the gang back on stage again. Just not as a full ongoing show. It's more like a special comeback, reunion kind of deal. Cole, there's something to look forward to. Anything else you're thinking about?
Well, I feel like Sesame Street is more fun anyway. why wouldn't Kermit want to be on Sesame Street?
You know, I totally get that. Sesame Street definitely has that fun, cozy vibe, and it's kind of its own little universe of Muppets. Kermit just ended up evolving more into the variety show side of things with the Muppet Show, but hey, maybe Kermit just likes the drama of a good stage curtain, right? Anyway, what's on your mind now?
So does Sesame Street also release songs?
Oh, big time. Sesame Street is basically a musical machine. They've got all sorts of classic songs like Rubber Ducky and C is for Cookie. They still put out new tunes all the time, so they've got a pretty solid playlist going on. So if you ever feel like jamming out to some Sesame Street hits, they've got you covered. Anything else you want to dive into?
Well, I'm really glad that they're still putting out new tunes, because I really love their songs.
Absolutely. Their songs are super catchy and they're not just for kids, right? So it's awesome that they keep the music coming. It's like a little boost in nostalgia and fun all wrapped up together. So what else is on your mind?
So with Matt Vogel, does he enjoy being Big Bird?
Yeah, so it turns out that Matt Vogel does enjoy being Big Bird. He mentioned in an interview that he really feels the weight of carrying on the role and wants to be the best version of the character that he can be. He sees it as a kind of honor to step into those very large, very feathered shoes that Errol Sweeney left behind. So yeah, he's definitely enjoying it. Anything else you'd like to chat about?
Do all the characters enjoy their roles on Sesame Street?
You know, from what I heard, it really seems like the performers on Sesame Street genuinely do love what they do. I mean, it's such a positive and iconic environment, and they get to bring these beloved characters to life, so it sounds like a lot of them really find it rewarding. So yeah, it's a pretty joyful gig. Is there anything else you're curious about?
So where do they, like film at and stuff?
Yeah, so they actually filmed Sesame Street in New York City. They've got a studio door in Queens where all the magic happens, and then that's where Sesame Street comes to life. So it's basically a New York staple. Anything else you want to chat about?
Do they have, like, their stage with, like, other fun props and stuff? And do they have, like, crayons and kids' toys and just, like, endless kid stuff and water balloons and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they've definitely got a whole playground of cops and fun stuff on set. The stage is basically packed with all kinds of colorful things like giant crayons, toys, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a water balloon or two lying around for the occasional bit of silliness. It's all part of the jar. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, 'cause what if in the summer, like, the kids wanted to see, like, a water balloon with, like, Big Bird and all the other characters,
I mean, that would be a pretty epic summer episode, right? Just imagine Big Bird tossing a water balloon around with Elmo and all the kids laughing along. They'd totally be up for that kind of fun. But yeah, Sesame Street is all about bringing that playful energy, so it wouldn't surprise me if they've done something like that before. Anything else you want to dive into?
I really like their one song. It's called Play Along.
Oh, that's a great pick. Play Along is such a fun one. And it really captures the whole spirit of joining in and just being part of the fun on Sesame Street. It's definitely got that catchy vibe that makes you want to jump right in. So is there anything else you feel like chatting about?
So, like, with people, have they ever been, like, obsessed with Sesame Street that they want to make their house look like Sesame Street ever?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There are definitely super fans out there who've gone all in on the Sesame Street theme in their own homes. I mean, from themed nurseries to full-on living rooms with mirrors of the street is definitely a thing. It's kind of like bringing that childhood magic into your own space. So, what else are you curious about?
Well, I like that idea if they can make a Sesame Street house, because if I could, I would make, a whole house, with Sesame Street, and I would also have Sesame Street toys and stuff too. And I would even have like Sesame Street like blankets and all that stuff, you know?
Oh, that sounds like a blast. I mean, why not go all in with the Sesame Street theme if it makes you happy, right? You can have all those blankets, toys, and just really bring their world to life right at home. It'd definitely be a cozy, fun setup. So, got any other cool ideas brewing?
No, not right now. But with podcasts being released on not iHeartRadio but Spotify, do you get paid for the podcast episodes or no?
Well, for folks who are creating podcasts on platforms like Spotify, it can vary. Some podcasters do make money, whether it's through sponsorships and or listener support. Others might just do it for fun without making any income from it. So it's kind of a mix, but yeah, there's definitely the potential to earn something from it. Anything else you want to chat about?
Well, as for me, I just want to do it for the fun of it. That's all I want to do it for.
Absolutely, and that's the best reason to do it, honestly. If you're having fun with it and enjoying the process, then that's what really matters. The rest is just icing on the cake. So yeah, keep it fun and just enjoy the ride. Anything else on your mind?
I'm even putting my podcast episodes on YouTube even, too.
Oh, that's a great move. Putting your podcasts on YouTube can really help you get discovered by a whole different audience who might just stumble upon you there. Plus, it's another fun way to share your content and maybe even add a little visual flair if you want. So great job branching out. Anything else you want to throw out there?
You know, wouldn't it be cool if there was a way you could get a balloon machine that could blow up balloons in like different characters, like such as like, you know, Peppa Pig, SpongeBob, or, you know, like Big Bird or something like that, or whatever character you wanted.
Oh, that would be hilarious and awesome. Imagine just having a balloon machine that could instantly create your favorite character shapes. You could have a whole party with a Peppa Pig balloon flipped around or a bunch of SpongeBobs just hanging out. It's definitely a fun idea, and who knows, maybe one day technology will make that possible. Anything else that's sparking your imagination?
Would you ever want a Big Bird balloon?
You know, I think a Big Bird balloon would be pretty fun. I mean, who wouldn't get a little smile out of a giant cheerful yellow bird floating around the room? It's just got that iconic charm. So yeah, I'd totally be down for a Big Bird balloon if it was out there. Anything else on that creative mind of yours?
How do you pasteurize cow's milk?
So pasteurizing cow's milk is actually a pretty straightforward process. You basically heat the milk up to a certain temperature, usually around 161 degrees Fahrenheit, and hold it there for about 15 seconds. This kills off any harmful bacteria and makes the milk safer to drink without changing the flavor too much. So it's pretty cool, and that's how you get your pasteurized milk. Anything else you're curious about?
So how do you heat it up if it's in a big tank, or does the tank have a heating element?
Yeah, exactly. You got it. So in those big dairy operations, they usually use large tanks that have built-in heating elements, or sometimes they use a whole heat exchange system to warm up the milk evenly. It's all pretty efficient and carefully controlled so that everything is heated to just the right temperature. And that's how they handle it on a large scale. Any other behind-the-scenes stuff you're wondering about?
So all you have to do is heat up the milk for 15 seconds, that's it?
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of amazing how just a short little blast of heat does the trick. It's all about hitting that sweet spot where it's hot enough to knock out the bacteria, but not so hot that it changes the taste or quality of the milk too much. So it's a pretty quick process. Anything else you're curious about?
Well, for me, if I were to get like a milk cow, I would want like a big, huge like tank, so that way, you know, the milk would be pasteurized, and, you know, you could just dip the milk out into the jugs with the, you know, you could dip it into the tank and get the jugs of milk.
Absolutely. That sounds like a pretty awesome setup. You'd be basically running your own mini dairy operation right on your property, just scooping fresh milk into jugs once it's all set. I mean, it would definitely be a cool way to have super fresh milk on demand. So yeah, I love that idea. Anything else on your mind?
I mean, can you dip the milk into the jugs using the tank or no?
Oh yeah, definitely. You could set it up so that the tank has like a little spigot or a valve at the bottom, and then you could just fill your jugs directly from it. Super convenient. It's kind of like having your own little milk cap on hand. So yeah, that setup should be totally doable. Anything else you're curious about?
Yeah, I would love the tank to be set up with spigots so you can fill your jugs instead of just dipping them straight from the tank. You could fill them up with the spigot, and I like that idea.
Yeah, I think that would be a really slick way to do it. Just having a spigot on that tank is going to make your life so much easier. And it gives you that little bit of, home dairy farm charm. So I'm glad you like that idea. If there's anything else you're brainstorming, just let me know.
Do some dairy farmers do it that way? Like have their tanks with like spigots so they can put it into the jugs?
Oh, absolutely. Some smaller dairy farms and folks who do more artisanal or local milk definitely set up their tanks with spigots. It just makes life simpler when you're filling the bottles or jugs, and it adds that kind of nice, easygoing charm to the whole process. So, yeah, definitely not alone in thinking that way. Anything else you're curious about?
Well, because I would like to run a little mini dairy farm just for myself.
I love that idea. I mean, having your own little mini dairy farm is just such a cool way to be self sufficient and really get hands on with your food. So, if that's something you're into, I say go for it. And I'm here to check about any more details whenever you want. What else are you thinking about?
So is that all you have to do to pasteurize the milk? Just heat it up for 15 seconds?
Yeah, you've pretty much got it. It really is just about hitting that right temperature for a few seconds and you're good to go. It was a simple process on paper, but it's pretty truck and true. So if you're dreaming of your dairy plans, that's the gist of how it works. Anything else on your mind?
So what is the temperature you have to heat it up at again?
Yeah, so generally you're talking about around 161 degrees Fahrenheit for that short window of time, about 15 seconds or so. That's the magic number. And once you get that, you're all set. So yeah, it's just as simple as that. Anything else you'd like to dive into?
Oh yeah, I think I can manage that as long as the tank has a heating element.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you got that tank set up with a heating element or some way to get it to that pasteurization tank, you're golden. It's definitely manageable on your own scale. So sounds like you've got a plan cooking up. Anything else you're curious about?
So are the tanks usually outside or inside?
Good question. Usually it kind of depends on your setup, but a lot of folks do keep them inside or at least under a cover area. That way you can keep the temperature stable and the tank clean. But hey, people do all sorts of setups, so you can definitely do what works best for you. Anything else you're thinking about?
Me, I would have mine inside, like inside of a room of some sort.
Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan. Keeping it in a room is just going to make it easier to control the environment, keep things nice and tidy, and just make it all feel a bit more organized. So I think you're on the right track there. Anything else you want to bounce around?
But wait a minute, how would you get the cow's milk into the tank?
Totally fair question. So usually you be milking the cows, and then you just have a line or a pipe that goes straight from your milking area into the tank. It's kind of like hooking up a little milk highway directly into your storage. So it's pretty streamlined and easy once you've got it set up. Anything else you're curious about?
So wait a minute, you can have a pipe outside that goes into the tank inside?
Yeah, exactly. You can absolutely run a pipe from outside where you're milking the cows straight into the tank inside. It's a pretty common setup for small scale operations. So you're totally on the money there. Anything else you want to chat about?
Man, that's neat.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of fun how you can just piece it all together like a little dairy puzzle. And it's neat to see it all come together and by it makes the whole process a lot smoother. So, hey, if you've got any more ideas cooking up or anything else you want to toss around, just let me know.
So how does the milk like go into the pipe and how does like the pipe go into the tank?
Yeah, so it's basically a pretty smooth transfer. You just have a system where the milk, once it's collected, flows into the pipe, and that line is connected directly to the tank. It's usually a sealed line, so everything stays nice and clean. It's really just a matter of hooking it up once, and then you're good to go. So you kind of have a nice little milk highway going on. Anything else on your mind?
So, with like dairy farmers that make their own like milk and stuff, like how often do they have to fill the milk tank?
Yeah, it really varies. So for small scale dairy farmers, they might be filling that tank a couple times a day, depending on how many cows they've got. Larger farms are obviously going to have a bigger tank and maybe fill it less frequently. But, it kind of depends on the herd size and just their whole operation. Every harmony got their own rhythm. So yeah, it's pretty flexible. Is there anything else you want to dig into?
Me, I want to have a really big tank.
Absolutely. Go big or go home, right? If you want a big tank, it just means more room to store that milk and a little less frequent filling. So I fully support that vision. If that's your plan, go for it. Anything else you want to chat about?
How big can milk tanks come in?
They can get pretty massive. I mean, some of these big commercial tanks can hold thousands of gallons. So you can really scale it up depending on your ambition and, of course, your budget and your space. But yeah, you can definitely go pretty big. Anything else on your mind?
Where would you even get a milk tank?
Well, you basically be looking at suppliers that specialize in dairy equipment. There are a bunch of companies out there that do it, and you just find a reputable one, give them your specs, and they'll get you sorted. So there are definitely options. What else are you curious about?
Does Amazon have milk tanks?
So, funnily enough, Amazon doesn't usually have those big milk tanks, but there are definitely suppliers online that do. So you can find them there. They've kind of like specialized equipment. So you go through those companies instead. So if you need help tracking one down, just give me a shout.
Yeah, of course. I'm just trying to think of ways because I'm just kind of curious about it and everything.
Absolutely. Curiosity is the name of the game. It's always fun to explore these things and kind of see what's out there, even if you're just daydreaming about dairy tanks for a while. So if there's anything else that you want to bounce around or just chat about, I'm here for it.
As for me, I would, if I was to, milk the cow and it was to run into the tank, what I would do if the tank's full is I would fill up at least 2 to 3 gallons and put them in the fridge.
That sounds like a solid backup plan to me. Just having a little fridge gash of extra milk never hurts, especially if you need some on hand. So I like the way you're thinking. And hey, if you got any other ideas or anything else on your mind, just let me know.
How many gallons of milk do farmers put in their fridge at a time?
It really depends on the farmer and their household needs. Some might just keep a gallon or two for their family, and others might keep a bit.
What'd you say?
Yeah, definitely. Basically, it just depends on what the farmer's up to. Some farmers keep a gallon or two if they just want it for family use, and others might keep more if they're making cheese or butter or other dairy goodies. So it's quite variable. Anything else you're curious about?
Well, me, if I had room, I would at least keep 2 to 3 gallons of milk. But, like, can the milk be in the milk tank for days at a time or no?
Yeah, so typically these milk tanks are designed to keep the milk cool and fresh for a couple of days without any problem. They kind of act like a giant fridge for your milk, so you definitely have a little bit of leeway there. Anything else you're wondering about?
How does it keep it cool?
Yeah, absolutely. So those milk tanks have built-in refrigeration systems. They're basically designed to keep the milk at a nice chilly temperature so it stays fresh. It's like having a giant milk-friendly fridge and it just keeps everything cool. Anything else you're curious about?
So, do you like cow's milk?
You know, I don't actually have taste buds, so no personal milk preferences here. But I do know a lot of people who absolutely love it and find it super refreshing. So you go over milk fan yourself?
I love milk.
Yeah, I bet. A lot of people do. And I mean, it's just a classic. It's comforting, it's tasty, it goes great with cookies. I totally get it. So if you had to pick, are you more of a straight up glass of milk person or a milk with cereal kind of person?
For me, I'm both.
Hey, why choose, right? Both is definitely the way to go. Nothing wrong with enjoying it straight up and then having it with some cereal. Keeps life interesting. So what's your favorite cereal to go with it?
I like any of it.
Oh, you're easygoing. I love that. It's like any cereal that lands in your bowl is a good one. Keeps it fun and flexible. So do you have like a go-to breakfast routine or you just mix it up day by day?
I mix it up day by day.
Nice. That's the way to keep mornings interesting. I love it. You just wake up and go dolo. So what's been your favorite breakfast combo lately?
I just usually have oatmeal and cereal, every day.
Ah, a little oatmeal and cereal mix. That's a solid combo. It's like you get some of that hearty warm on the oatmeal and then a little crunchy fun from the cereal. It's a nice little breakfast rhythm you got going. So what else do you like to throw into the mix for variety?
That's all I eat, oatmeal and cereal, that's it. 'Cause I could probably make frozen breakfast, but I just don't.
Hey, nothing wrong with keeping it simple. I mean, if oatmeal and cereal are doing the trick for you and keeping you happy, it's totally cool. Plus, it's easy, right? So if you ever decide to toss in some frozen waffles or something, it's there, but no pressure. Do you have any other go-to meals for lunch or dinner that are your staples?
I just like all of it, really. I'm not too picky.
That's a great attitude. I feel like being not too picky just makes life so much easier. Like you're just ready to enjoy whatever comes your way. So yeah, just roll with it and keep it simple. What's something else you like to mix into your day for a little fun?
I just do my schooling every day. But I also like to do other things too.
Absolutely. Got to keep that balance. So school's the main gig and then you sprinkle in a little bit of fun on the side? Sounds like a good plan to me. What kind of other things do you like to do for fun?
Tuesday, 12:58 p.m.
Well, it's almost 1 o'clock, so we better end this episode.
You got it. Time flies when we're chatting away, right? It's been really fun talking with you. We'll wrap it up here and pick it up next time. Take care and talk soon.
Thanks. You too.
Absolutely. Happy to be here for you. You take it
Speech
easy.
on.
Have a great rest of your day. And just
App
give me a
switch.
shout whenever you want
Copilot.
to
Close
shut again.
Copilot. Phone.
Whoops. Uh-oh. There you go. No, it didn't spell. You're fine. No, it didn't spell. We're good. Alright, guys. That's the end of the podcast episode. If you guys like these episodes, please make sure to come follow me. My podcast is on Spotify and YouTube, so make sure to come follow me there. And please make sure to subscribe to Jose's channel as well as my channel. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.